Welcome to FlutterBase. Today I am going to show you how to edit your action URL and host your own web application to complete the authentication processes of Firebase. This is a sample email you get from Firebase to verify your email. This is called the action URL right here. Today I'm going to show you how to change this to a web application you hosted to complete this action. If you click this, you get something like this. So this is not good for your production application. So you may find this video useful if you are using Firebase as your backend. This action URL have three modes, which you can see in here: email address verification, password reset, email address change. Today I'm going to talk about email address verification as a part one. So you will learn how to do the email verification process through custom web application. Let's create a Flutter web application. So first you need to change to beta channel if you are not in beta channel. So let's check if you are in beta channel or not. Channel. So I'm currently in beta channel. If you are not, you can just type channel space and beta. Just press enter and you will be changed to channel beta. Then run Flutter upgrade. After completing the upgrade, let's bring up the command palette. You can just press Ctrl Shift and P. Type Flutter. There's a Flutter new project right at the top. Press enter and give it a name. Let's say action URL. Select a folder. Okay, now this will create a new Flutter application. Give it some time. Okay, test it by running. So you can see here it's selected Chrome as the device. Press F5. Let's test it out. So the application is running currently in our browser. It's working. So what we have to do is we have to create uh, like a extension for string or something like that to get the parameters from the URL. So if we say it just do nothing. Let's create a string extension for get the URL parameters. Let's create a module folder. And let's create a file. Team. And create class. Call you anything you want. I just call it Naughty Data. Okay, in here we need query parameters and the route. So let's create a final parameters. Okay, I just created the class. So the constructor of the class. This is two parameters. First one is route, it's public, and this is the query parameter, it's private. So you can actually use two things to get the query parameters. First one is like simply just creating a method for that, or you can use like this operator to extract the parameter. So which means you can use it like this if you use this one, or you can do this if you use this one. So this will be easier, so I'm going to use this one. So now let's create an extension for string. I just created a folder called extension and created an extension string extension class like this. You can create an extension like using the keyword extension space, give it a name on string. So I'm gonna praise given string to convert it to a routing data class object. So this means this refers to if you use a string and dot get routing data. This will be available after creating this. So this will be referred to this right here, this string. So let's insert the parameters. Will be route and be extracted from URI data dot path. Other one is query parameters. URI data dot query parameter. Like this. Save this. Now let's check if this works or not. Now let's edit the existing code to accept a parameter and print it out. So find okay. Let's add the final parameter. Parameter called initiate. Um, okay. Now with the text. Mm, mm, get get not okay. No, time is not okay. Okay. Now let's edit this main function, build function to accept parameters. Okay. First, let's import the extension we created. So import. Mm, there's a method called on generate route. I'm gonna use that. So we need the class we created, routing data, to convert the given URL into parameters and route. Heading dot given name dot routing data. Okay. Now let's return material page now. We do not need the context. So I'm going to use error function. Let's use aram routing data. Say name. Yeah, okay, and let's give a title. And let's run and see. It's none. Name name. Okay, so you can see it's changed to the given parameter. Okay, now let's create what we are here for. um, so first create a folder. called UI, something like file for validate. Okay, now let's code. Okay, now we need Firebase authentication installed. So let's install it. And now we need to initialize the Firebase configuration in our index file, which is under web. So you need to copy and paste this from your console. Your data will be here. So to do that, go to your console, go to project settings, the general. If there is no app, you can just click add app and web. So you can copy and paste the following code right below here and save it, stop the application, and restart it. Okay, now you have to add the libraries for Firebase authentication in the index file. To do that, uh, Google for Firebase Auth web. Go there. You can see two codes are there. Let's copy the Firebase Auth, paste it in here. You can see the version numbers are different, so you need to match those version numbers. Save it and run the application again. Okay, I created a simple stateful widget. Now let's test it out. Let's add the switch here. It'll check the route, the parameter you enter within a slash. So if it is validate, it will take you to the validate page. Otherwise, it will stay in my home page. So let's test it out. Okay, let's type in validate. Okay, it's working. Now we have to pass the parameters like mode and OBB code. So mode, let's use model data, mode, mode, OBB code, model data. Oh, okay, I have created a class called auth service. It includes a method called validate email. It will take the OBB code as input. So in Firebase authentication for web, it includes a method called apply action code. So in here, as you can see, it tells apply the verification code sent to the user by email on out of brand mechanism. So I place it under try catch block to catch the errors and print it out. Let's use this for validate class. I have modified the validate class. So now we check for mode. If the mode is not verify email, it will print a text for like invalid code. And if it's verify email, which builder will be called the service. And the snapshot has data until the since this is a synchronized function, It will take time to load. So until the load, there will be a circular progress indicator. If it's successful, it will print successful. Otherwise, it will print the error. So let's try it out. Okay, let's test it out. Validate. Uh, let's give it no parameters. See what happens. So it says invalid code. Okay. It was something like this. Okay. Not was. Okay. Let's give it. It requires second parameter. Let's see what happens. Okay, it says SSN failed. That's because in here I just print the error message. So you can just print it like failed or something. You can handle it anyway. So let's give it a wrong OB code and see what happens. Validate. Amen. Okay, and code. Okay, the Firebase action code is invalid, so obviously it's invalid. So it's working. Let's test it with the real data. Okay, this is a small LMS system I'm working on. Let's register. Okay, now I should receive a verification email. Okay, I got the verification email. Let's test it out with uh, my platform. So here, test this. Okay, it says verified. So it's good to go. Now let's see how to host this in Firebase. To host our application, you need to go to Firebase console. So go here and go to hosting. Since I already have a hosting, I need to use another hosting. So I'm going to add another one. Call it okay, right here. Now let's set up a local Firebase project. To use Firebase CLI, you need to install that first. If you did not install that, you can just refer a video. There are tons of videos how to install that. So just go watch and come here. I'm going to initialize the project right here. Firebase hosting. This is existing project. Okay. Okay, then here you just go to build.web when you build. So you need to enter that dash web. Okay, already created an index file for us. Now you have to change something in here. Since I have two hosting sites, I have to change something in here. You guys, if you don't have two sites, you don't need to do that. If you have two sites, just initialize it like this site and your project name, URL domain. URL verify. Here. Okay, good to go. Now let's build a Flutter project. Flutter web. It has complete. Now let's deploy it to the hosting. So Firebase deploy only. Since I have two hosting pages, I have to mention which one. So you are deploy complete. Let's go here. Okay, it's working. Now we have to replace this link. To do that, go to authentication, template, edit, go down, and customize section URL. So this is mentioned it as verify, right? Validate, sorry. Okay. Right here. There and save it. To change that action URL, all of the action URLs will be changed. So that's why I said if you are changing this, we change those two also. Let's test it out now. Okay, I just created another account, deleted the existing one, and create another account for validate. So I got the email verification URL. Let's pick and see what happens. Okay, it's working. So thanks for watching. This is the part 1 of this video. In second part, I will be showing how to do the password reset using the same website we created. Yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.